Good evening. Good evening. Welcome, everybody. Welcome to Black Wealth Empowerment Live. Muhammad coming to you live from Houston, Texas, brother and sister. Welcome. Welcome to a live broadcast here at Black Wealth Empowerment Live. This is your first time. We want to congratulate you. We want to welcome you to episode number 89. 89, brothers and sisters. We're quickly approaching broadcast number 100. That's another milestone for us here at BWE. And we want you to join us for the rest of the journey between number 89 and 100, because we're putting some things in place to take this broadcast to add more value, to give you more of what you need, brothers and sisters, as this world, this world, yes, definitely, this world and this year comes to an end. We need to position ourselves, right? We need to better position ourselves and recognize that time dictates the agenda. Time is of essence. All right. So I want to welcome everybody, welcome you to Black Wealth Empowerment Live, brothers and sisters. This is where myself and my co-hosts, we take pride in being black curtain to share with black people that which they promised and said that they'll never share with us. And that is the science of business, warfare, and the science of relationships or mating. Sciences that will dominate your life, that will dictate what quality of life that you and I have as black people. All right. So we do that here. We take pride in our 30 years, probably close to 100 years collectively. All right. Between myself and my co-host, to share with you what we've been blessed by Almighty God to find, to experience, to learn, to discover and uncover. We bring that to you to spend the next 30 years trying to figure it out for yourself, right? We want for our brothers and sisters what we want for ourselves, and we've sent that, and also what we've been able to receive for ourselves. So we share with you, brothers and sisters. We take this broadcast very seriously. This is the hour of power. Only here 1 hour. Focus and pay attention. We're not multitasking while we're delivering this message. So you should not multitask receiving it. Should not do that. But we want you to get somewhere quiet, get a pen and some paper, and jot down notes. The advent of technology being so readily available in our society, we've gotten away from the old sciences, science of writing, the science of taking notes. We don't write letters anymore. We don't even take notes anymore. Have to make sure that we hold on to those basic elements of civilization, which is writing. That's just one of them. So get a pen, brothers and sisters, and write down and take notes. Take notes, because God blesses us every broadcast with a special message just for you. Just for you. See, you have to come with the mindset, I'm going to see what God has in store for me on this broadcast. All right? On this broadcast. That's the mindset you have to have when you come to Black Wealth Empowerment Live. You hear the call to prayer in the background, because, brothers and sisters, without the help of Almighty God, Allah, then there's nothing we can do. Enough. We're not pretty enough. We're not talented enough. We can't grind hard enough. We are in a condition that only God and ourselves can pull us out of. Not the President of the United States, not the mayor of your city, not your councilman, not your employer at your job, your boss at your job, brothers and sisters. Those days are way behind us. We're right now in the present time where only God and ourselves is who we need to depend on. So with that being said, I got my co-host here. He was having some technical difficulties on the pregame setup here, but hopefully he has it straightened out. And that's, of course, our brother. Last week, I don't know where he is today, but wherever he is, brothers and sisters, please believe me, trying to touch people. He's not trying. People everywhere he goes. He's inspiring people everywhere he goes. I call him a peak performance coach, because he's far beyond motivation. They can motivate you, but only a few people inside of you. Tap the inner spirit of your being. Do what you need at a peak level. So with that being said, we have our courage coach, Rodney Assad Muhammad. Brother Rodney, are you there? No sound. You might have to go to your pull up by your phone because we definitely want to hear the message that you have for us this evening. Brothers and sisters, we're excited. Our other co-host, Sister Brandy, she's traveling back home. She said she'll probably be with us at the bottom of the hour. Let us know what's happening with the membership program. Brothers and sisters, you know, we're here. We're giving of our spirit. We're giving of our time. So, brothers and sisters, all I can tell you is, people, Black wealth empowerment is live. Sisters, it's live. So you need to invite. You see those tabs right above our heads, right? We call that the social media tabs, right? Go ahead and hit those tabs right above. Now here's your weekly assignment. Every 5 minutes, how many minutes? Every 5 minutes, you hit those tabs and you share. Hit that Facebook like tab. You only need to hit that once. But right now, hit the Facebook like, share, hashtag BWE Hangout, we are live. Hashtag BWE Hangout, we are live. Put that in Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Pinterest, all those tabs that you have accounts. Go ahead and do that right now. We need for you to do that right now to invite your friends. We need to double our count, brothers and sisters. Everybody bring one. Membership will double. It will swell. But we need for you to do that right now before we get into the content of tonight's program. But go ahead and share, brothers and sisters. Scared money don't make money. You can't be timid if you plan on being wealthy. Tonight, why just enough? Oh, I'm good. I'm good. I got enough. I'm good. My bills are paid, and as long as I got food on the table, as long as I'm not homeless, I'm good. I want to see all that extra money. See, you don't know who your friends are. Tonight, why just enough doesn't work. Failing proposition, brothers and sisters. You do not know people who played the just enough game and won. For every one person that you tell me who won, the identifier, you probably know 3 to 4 to 5 people to just enough game. And for just enough. We're going to talk about that. Hopefully we'll get our courage coach here. Courage coach, can you hear me? Now you can hear me. I hear you. I hear you now.
You hear me?
Coming in. We got the courage coach. The audio is working on his end, brother and sister. So let me swing it over to our courage coach so he can welcome each and every one of you guys to the 89th broadcast. 9. Brothers and sisters, we've been here in. We've been here getting it in. And where's your friends? Friend. And we share these jewels on up to 89 broadcasts, and you come by yourself. Both alone. The most you'll have is just the most. No matter how hard you work and how smart you are, if you just do things by yourself, you might just have enough. Let's swing it over to the courage coach. Go ahead, take it away, courage coach.
Yes, sir. Brothers and sisters, peace. Assalamu alaikum, everybody. Black Wealth Empowerment family. I'm Rodney Assad Muhammad, your courage coach. Definitely welcome those of you who are just now joining us, but this is your very first broadcast. You've never done this before. You say, oh my goodness, I've watched videos on YouTube. I might have got on a conference call before, but I've never been on a Black Wealth Empowerment call, a broadcast that's live, And so we want to welcome you. Thank you for joining us. If you're watching the replay right now, that's a good look right now for you. That's a real good look that you said, you know what, let me take some time right now. I missed the live broadcast. I'm going to go ahead and watch the replay. You might have other life things that come up to say, you know what, I couldn't make that live broadcast, but just to have the presence of mind to say, but I still want to watch it. I still want to get something or see if there's something I can glean from that can maybe take my life to another level, then you definitely, I want to applaud you for that. That's a very good look for you. And those you who've been with us for a little while, that come on now, that's what I'm talking about. You're still in there, you still riding in. Now we have people that drop in and drop off, and people come in and fall off, and you know, because one thing, Brother Daryl, that I've found over the years, I know you've seen this, that it's about sustained effort. It's about sustained effort. Most people quit. Most people give up way too soon, right? And so you right at the breakthrough of your business, of your lifestyle, and most people quit. And so I'll tell you a very quick story, Brother Daryl. As a speaker, as a coach, trainer, whatnot, I've seen different speakers come and go. People want to be in the speaking industry, want to speak and train and deliver, workshops and stuff. And a lot of people come through Toastmasters and other places where, the emphasis really is on doing a 1 hour or a 45-minute or a 30-minute canned speech, right? That you memorize and use the proper hand gestures to do the thing, and all that stuff, right? And they teach them the mechanics of, is what I call it. And they come to an environment that I play in, the yard that I'm in, and they want to do it, because there's not only great income from it, great lifestyle, get to travel a lot of places, see a lot of people, impact people's lives. And I've seen people come in fired up. Oh my goodness, I've been speaking for the last 20 years, and I did with Zig Ziglar one time, and I was there on the platform, and I'm, wow, that's so awesome. That's good. Okay, well, let's see if you can handle 6 hours. Let's see if you can teach for 6 hours. Some people come unwillingly to their employer sent them. And other things, and I've seen people just lose it completely, Brother Daryl. But it's not what they thought it was. Okay, fine. But we give them some strategies. There's some of us who've been doing this for a little while. We give them strategies, tips, techniques. Say, listen, don't worry about that. Just focus on improving your presentation. How you have it laid out. There's like minutia that you have to adjust and tweak to maximize your income, and it's a very scientific, environment. And so, but I've seen people quit right at the edge of their greatness, Brother Daryl. I mean, they do just enough to realize that they want to quit, but they don't do just enough to realize I'm gonna keep going. No, they do just enough to get to that point to where, okay, now I have full permission to quit. I'm gonna quit right now. And I always go, oh man, you can't quit right. Brother Daryl, when I started doing what I do right now, it was 6 months. My results were horrific. I went from a $70,000 a year job, right? And some people think that's decent. I did nothing but $70,000 salary. So I got paid whether I showed up or didn't show up, right? To do absolutely nothing, right? And so I traded that in for full-time speaking, and my income dropped pretty much 50%, right? So I went from $70,000 lifestyle to about a $37,000 lifestyle. Oh, wow. You can imagine that sent my finances upside down, inside out. So you can imagine there was a point when I'm getting my 6 months into doing this, and I'm like, I can go back. And I'll say this one point, Brother Daryl. This is something that one of my mentors said to me. She said, if you can't go back, then you must go forward. If you must go forward, then failure is not an option. And if failure is not an option, you will succeed. Brothers and sisters, you can't just do just enough. You can't kind of go after it. You can't kind of go in. You got to go all the way. I'm not even going there yet. Brother Daryl, I just want to thank you for this platform. Thank the members for showing up, because that's part of the battle. Just showing up. I'm gonna swing it back over to you, brother. I'm gonna check the Facebook group right now, see what's really going on in the world.
All right. Thank you. I thought I had to pull your coattail there for a minute. To the second half of the platform, where we need for you to go into those techniques and tips and strategies. I thought I had to reel you in there, brother. But thank you so very much, Courage Coach. As always, you're here. You're on time, and your message is timely, and you know what to tell the people. You know what to share to people, because that's what you do for a living. So, brothers and sisters, let us thank the Courage Coach for being here and being committed, not just to this flat platform. Anything you stand on is a platform, but being committed to the mission of Black Wealth Empowerment Live. And what is that mission, brothers and sisters? Is to raise our conscious level, to raise our consciousness around economics, to raise our consciousness around the need to develop personally. That's why the Courage Coach is here. To raise our consciousness to understand that we have to work collectively. It's now time for a collective economic or campaign or thrust or participation on your part. We're here to share with you and bring you the best of the best that we have within our community, within Black America. I can be constantly reminded, constantly convinced that we have enough and we are enough. What we need now is ourselves and God. That's enough. That's enough, right? Ain't no just to it. There is no limit. It's enough for us. That we have, we bring the best that we are, we get the best in our community to come here and share with you, brothers and sisters, what they promised that they wouldn't teach us. They wouldn't teach us the science of mating or relationships. That's what the Courage Coach is here for. Teach us the science of business. That's what I'm here for. That's what Sister Brandy's here for, right? And not to teach us the science of warfare. It's a mentality. You have to have something of value that you call your own that is worthy to fight for, that's worthy to protect. So it should be your family, which is your family, and then what you establish to take care of your family. That's business, that's enterprise, that's economy. Those two things, and you take ownership of them, you take full responsibility for those two things, then by default implement number 3 of warfare, to protect what you have, to ward off all elements, spirits and people. To your family, that's a threat to your independence, your economy, your free enterprise, brothers and sisters. That is the purpose and the mission here of Black Wealth Empowerment, to raise up our consciousness. That this fight is the most noble fight that we can fight right now. Empowerment fight, noble fight. So let us know that it's worth it, brothers and sisters. It's worth it. It's worth the effort for you on an individual basis and us as the people. Wealth and empowerment. Everybody else has done it. People are coming here to America in the weeks and the month. Purpose. And how do you be empowered in America? You do that by gathering wealth, brothers and sisters. A slave is always trying to avoid the thing that's gonna break the chain. Master. Else. That's why you're holding on to politics. That's why you're holding on to his styled religion. That's why you're holding on to his style, not yours, his. Believe that yourself and God is sufficient. But here at Black Wealth Empowerment, God is sufficient, and we know that we're sufficient. So if you're coming here, brothers and sisters, to get into that kind of spirit, you're at the right place at the right time. It's been more than 5 minutes, so you know what to do. Hit those tabs. Share, Facebook share, Twitter share, hashtag BW, and whatever your message is. The short, brief message that God put on your heart, go ahead and put that right there now. Those tabs. Put that right now in the tabs and tell your friends. Be responsible of making sure somebody right now, because this is only the hour of power. Snooze, you lose. On this program, brothers, says we're here at 89, pressing to 100. When we break 100, we go into another level and get ready to go to that next level now. And what's going to be required? You have to bring somebody. I can put some things in place over these next what's that broadcast. Bring somebody for admission. All right, so let's swing it over to Courage Coach. Let us know what's going on in the private elusive exclusive Facebook group. What's going on, Courage Coach?
There we go. Yeah, they click the button. You know, sometimes these little screens get the lagging and all kind of funny stuff, shenanigans, I call it. Brother Daryl, you know how it is. You know, when it comes to wealth, mindset, money mindset, because we've been taught and trained for so many years to have this aversion towards money, like this money phobia, money phobia. I'll tell you this. Let me just, I got to say this, Brother Daryl. I'm sorry. You know, the Facebook group, we have some very tried and true members, those who are just passionate about what it is that we do, staying plugged in, staying engaged. And one of those members, and we got a chance to hear from our brother a few weeks back, Brother Munikai, or Hermano Este Muhammad on Facebook too. And brother Hermano, or Brother Munikai, says, peace to the family. Munikai Dawood Muhammad on Facebook as Hermano Este Muhammad. From Muhammad Mosque number 32, he comes out of Phoenix, Arizona. He said, coming to you now from Sendai, Miyagi, Japan. So that's where our brother lives now, out there, just really just being himself. And it's a beautiful thing that you can go any place on this planet, be yourself, and still be a part of that culture, that environment, and not lose your own soul, which is a beautiful thing. He's a certified life coach now. And that's different than just saying, hey, I'm a life coach, or hey, I'm a blah, blah. He's certified. He's done the classes. He's done the homework. He's taken the lessons. He's done the studies that approves him to do these things. So you want to definitely connect with our brother. And so he says he's having enrollment for his upcoming class, From Broken Wings to Soaring Eagles, things you wanted to say but were too afraid. Oh, come on, brother, watch out. You in my arena now. I might have to come on to that, you know, talk about that courage. So make sure you connect with Brother Munikai, you all, and see what he's got going on. He's got his website in there. Let me refresh right now, Brother Daryl. I know we got a few people that have got on the link watching the live broadcast. So those of you that are watching a live broadcast, we need to go in right now on the Private Elusive Exclusive Facebook group and put in your name, right, what Maz Church group, organization that you represent or part of, that you're an active member or you're involved in. Put that in there as well. Put your business in, what business you have. If you got a website, you want to throw that in. You got LinkedIn, Facebook, Twitter, all this. Put that stuff in there so people have a way of connecting. We want to connect these dots, as Brother Robert say. You know, we want to connect the dots here, and we want to make sure that we all have ability to reach one another. So when something comes up and I know this brother or this sister has that skill, that talent, that ability, I want to be able to connect with you. But I only can connect with you if we are connected. That's one of the things in business that some people don't understand. If you're not open for business, you're not open for business. If you don't have a visible presence, you're not doing business. If people can't find you, you're actually not in business, right? If people have to look for you, like actually look for you, and they can't easily find you, you are most likely not in business. And at some point, you're going to be completely out of business, right? At some point. So you want to make sure that you're visible, you're engaged, you're engaging, you're relevant, you're timely, and all those things have to play in no matter what it is that you're doing. All right. You have to make sure you stay engaged and stay in front of the people that you are really trying to connect with and they'll do business with. So make sure we stay connected. So make sure you go on the Facebook group, put that information in, and let people know what it is that you do, your website, and all this stuff. You know, we want to know those things because we can't connect if we don't know what it is that you actually provide us for, the service or a product. That's what it's about. Now, those of you might not have that. Say, Brother Rodney, Brother Daryl, I don't have a product. I don't have a business. I don't have that right now. But I came because I'm really passionate about wealth, and I want to get my wealth thermostat turned up. I want to get my money right, or whatever it is you're trying to do. I got to get my mind right for you. But we want you to do this. Also put in what it is that you do right now, what you might currently do for a living. Don't be shy. Don't be bashful. It's not about that. I said this, Brother Daryl, just the other day to one of my classes. I told my students, stop thinking like employees and start thinking like business owners. I said, you're not an employee. I said, it is at-will employment, meaning you can come and go as you please, and they can let you go or hire you if they please, right? So it's at-will employment. And so with that, as a business owner, you want to provide the highest quality service for your client, right? Your client or your customer. And so same thing, brothers and sisters. Yeah, you might go to the, say you walk at the Walmart. Well, I'm a greeter at the Walmart thing. So you provide customer intro customer experience um, um, uh, quality or whatever it is. You call it whatever you want to call it. But that's your job. That's what you do. That's your business. I'm in the business of making sure that when people enter these businesses, these establishments, they feel welcome, they feel at home, they feel wanted, right? And that's what you do then. So you want to take that on the road. You want to be able to provide that service to multiple companies then too. Not just Walmart. You work there, you get your paycheck, right? They give you money. But you want to say, how can I do that at a Target? How can I provide that maybe at a local black-owned business? Say, you know what? I would love to be a greeter here, to be able to have people come in and feel welcome and they want to buy more. I don't think anybody's even thought of that business right there, Brother Daryl. To say, you know what, I will contract and come in on certain days of the week at your busiest times and make people feel welcome to come here. I just gave somebody $1 million idea right there, and I ain't even charging you 10% or the standard 15% for that one right there. That's how we do on Black Wealth Empowerment. We just trying to give, give, give. But you got to want it. All right. So make sure you plug in on the Facebook group and do that. So Brother Munikai, he's plugged in, he's locked in, he's ready to grow, and he's in Japan. We got a lot of stuff going on, the weather out there. So my brother's really engaged, involved, and making sure you stay tied into the local community there. There's a lot of weather patterns coming through there that's just causing a lot of devastation for a lot of people. So, Brother Daryl, that's all that's going on right now. But here's one that I did want to say this, Brother Daryl. One thing that we are mindful of, brothers and sisters, is that there are some that are just not going to engage. And Brother Daryl, you know this statement. We said it so much in personal development and marketing and sales. Some will, some won't. So what? Next. Now, so I know some people that sounds hard, like, oh my goodness, you can't just blaze through people like that. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. Some people don't even deserve our time. Brother Daryl knows this. I'm gonna say it right now. Some people do not even deserve our time. We give it to you right now, but it's coming up. It's coming up real soon. It's coming up real soon. There's some people gonna be missing from the private elusive exclusive. They don't even know they was missing. But all praise due to Allah. It's gonna be leaner. It's gonna be tighter. It's gonna be better. Because here, we don't want you to be a part of a group that you're not going to be actively in. And I'm finding, last point, that some people, Brother Daryl, believe that we're not paying attention to this group. They believe like every other group is just a willy-nilly free-for-all, right? I can come in here. I don't have to participate on the broadcast. I don't ever chime in on another dialogue or nothing. But I will post my business up. I mean, what I want, money, like give me money business. Like, hey, I'm selling this. Give me money. Hey, sign up under me. That bunch. And I'm telling you, Brother Joe, when I see that stuff pop up and I ain't seen them at all, I'm deleting it. I promise you, before Jesus, I'm gonna delete it every time. Why? Because that's a taker mentality. You come to take, and we don't support that. Come and give something of value. Say, hey, brothers and sisters, I got this free ebook I want to give. I'm loving my Carrot Bar group. I'm loving them. But you got to be giver. You got to practice the giver's economy. That's what BWE is about. Come and offer something up before you start taking something out of people's pockets. Because what I see when you post your thing, I see, oh, you just want me to help you get wealthy, but you're not interested in helping me get wealthy. I can see that. All right, a mile away. So, Brother Daryl, that's what's happening in the private elusive exclusive Facebook group. I'm on one today. All right. So we gonna I'm swing it back over to you, brother.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Curse Coach, you're fired up, brother. You are fired up as always, but tonight you got a little extra something on it, and that's okay. That's good. That's good. We're gonna swing it back over to you so you can get this party started. The theme of tonight, the topic of tonight, brothers and sisters, and listen very carefully. This hour get away from you. See, you gotta treat every second, able second that you have, because it is. Don't just value an hour, 2 hours. Value every second. Every second, brothers and sisters. Hour get away from you. Distracted. Pay very close attention, because what you're going to hear over the next 30 minutes, why just enough doesn't work. Perspective of the Courage Coach perspective. More than 5 minutes, you know what to do. share. Every 5 minutes, share. Every 5 minutes, share. Every 5 minutes, you share. Cast. Quickly approaching 100. That 100 mark, like the Courage Coach say, we already have some things to trim the fat, brothers and sisters, because you have to be active if you're going to be. Nobody builds anything. Somebody has to do the work. If it's not you, but you have to participate. You have to contribute. You have to do. This is part of a giver's economy living. This broadcast is brought to you free of charge. You didn't have to pay for anything. In life, you're always paying a price. Price of reward, or you pay the price of regret. Brothers and sisters, God has set it up that way. Escaped the universal laws of God. To identify what they are, submit to them, so we can benefit. That God put in place for us to benefit. For the rabbits and the squirrels and the dogs and the cats, by default, with their intellect. We are to learn, understand, and use our minds to use these laws for what the purpose that they were created by God for, and that's to benefit man. So man can create heaven for himself here on earth. Empowerment is about, brothers and sisters, and you can't find this kind of message everywhere. Learn. If you're going to build wealth, brothers and sisters, you have to learn to identify value, recognize value as quickly as you can. I'm gonna watch and see. If you got to watch and see that long, then you really don't know what to look for. Recognizes things in a quickly. Napoleon Hill in Think and Grow Rich says a wise man makes a decision quickly and changes it slow. If a wise man does that, fools do. And how do you identify a fool from a wise man? A fool makes decisions slow and change them quickly. Not that they're a bad person, foolish person when it comes to whatever that decision is. In a habit that we get, our process of making decisions, we develop bad habits. So no matter what area of our life it's in, and we change them quick. We here at Black Wealth Empowerment is here to deliver the goods that, not to bring you to your destination. That's not our job. We can bring you to your destination. We're here as travelers on that journey with you. Share with you. We're your comrades to share with you that which you need to know. To share with us. That's what the Courage Coach was telling you. We have to trim off those that are not, that don't want to be here. Tell you no with words. They tell you no with actions. People don't always tell you they're not interested with words. They tell you they're not interested with action. As custodians, as guardians of this platform, of this mission, room available for those people who are on their way, that's going to join us on this mission at the level that we're at. And sisters, then you need to start inviting people. Test here on out. You have to start inviting people. So we're talking about tonight, why just enough? It does not work. Stop playing the just enough game. Brothers and sisters, if you want to participate in the exclusive Facebook group, you can just hit that link below, livevirtualnetworking.com. We gave you a website. You just type in that website and go straight to the private elusive exclusive Facebook group. Go to Facebook, put in the search box Black Wealth Empowerment, and you click on there, and then you can become a member, an active member of the private elusive exclusive Facebook group. All right. That's how you can participate. You're not a member until you're a member of the private, elusive, exclusive Facebook group. Active member involved on a consistent and regular basis. See, brothers and sisters, a lot of the time we lose in certain areas of our life because we just don't stick and stay. They say in network marketing, here's a saying of network marketing: stick and stay. Stick and stay to get your pay. Stick and stay in network marketing long enough to get their pay. Oh, that thing don't work. That's a pyramid scheme. No, you're a quitter. Quitters quit. It doesn't matter what they do. They join church, they quit. They join mosque, they quit. They join the gym, they quit. They join marriages, coach, they quit, right? They join jobs, they quit. What do quitters do? Never build anything, especially wealth, habit, a quitter. What you have to be is a finisher. Have a problem finishing because they're too bent towards quitting. To finish decisions, quick to change them. Get with the courage coach. The performance, he's a courage coach. I call him peak performance coach. He can teach you and help you establish habits that will teach you to be a finisher, a quitter. All right, so that being said, let's swing it over to courage coach. Courage coach, we got some members there. I don't know if you want to go ahead and bring them on in, or you want to wait till next time and go ahead and get started with your message, because I know you're full and you're ready to share with us. Let me just ask you, why just enough doesn't work, or does it work? What has been your experience?
Wow. Let me see. Maybe I shouldn't say anything. Maybe I just sit and blink into the camera and just that maybe that'll no, we're not gonna do that. Brothers and sisters, now here's one thing. Oh, well, our membership coordinator is here. I don't know if she minds if I go ahead and just bring people. Is it okay if I do that, Sister Brandy? Can I get a thumbs up on that? Or Muhammad
I
up
don't
or
know
whatever?
what you said, Brother Rodney, for sure. Yeah.
Yes, ma'am. Praise be to Allah. I want to bring the members in, so we glad to see Sister Brandy in the house. She's been moving and shaking, world traveler, and so we have 3 members that want to actually get in and just be a part of Black Wealth Empowerment. One of my sisters out of San Diego area, Sister Michelle, wants to be a member, so we want to welcome Sister Michelle X out of San Diego area. That's my sister right there, Sister Michelle. We want to welcome her to Black Wealth Empowerment. That's beautiful. Sister Rain wants to be a member. This is powerful. These are people who asked them to be a part of Black Wealth Empowerment, but they didn't get told by somebody else, hey, you need to get on this. They didn't get jumped in by somebody, say, hey, I'm gonna put you in this group. Nothing like that. No, these are people who actually sought out, found the group, and actually asked to be a member of this private, elusive, exclusive Facebook group. That means something, brothers and sisters. And we also have I don't know if this is right or not, but we'll bring you in until we figure out different. But Brother William Cadillac Banks Sr. That sounds like a powerful name right there. I have a chain of dealerships going 90 going north, Brother Darrell, with a name like that. And so we want to welcome Brother William to Black Wealth Empowerment. Now, brothers and sisters, those of you who just joined us, I am Rodney Assad Muhammad, your courage coach, and you are on Black Wealth Empowerment, the live Google Hangout, right? Live Hangout. And so what we want to do is we want to give you right now just moment of inspiration, motivation, just something that might prick our consciousness just a little bit, that maybe cause us to spin in a little faster in a different direction that we probably have been going in before. Now, here's one thing, Brother Darrell, the topic you came up with, the topic you give us every time is always something new, some fresh, exciting, and I always love it because it gives us a chance to really see what's inside of us, see what's really inside of us. And so tonight's topic, I wrote it down because I wanted to really drive it in. See, if you write things down, brothers and sisters, you have a higher retention rate when you write things down. I'm studying some higher mathematical equations right now for something I'm going to have going on in the future. And so I'm preparing myself for the future that I want, right? I'm actually preparing right now. Now, right now, I'm not being required to do this math, but I'm actually learning it right now, Brother Darrell, Sister Brandy, for the future that I know I want, right? So I'm putting something forward in advance of me getting. We're gonna talk about that one day. But here's what I wanted to do. Brother Daryl says, "Why just enough doesn't work?" Well, Brother Daryl, I disagree a little bit with you on that statement, brother, because you just asked the question. Well, does it? I don't believe that's true. I believe just enough does work. It works if you want to be in poverty. It works if you want to be broke. It works if you want to be unhappy. It works if you don't want to have enough, just enough. Hey, you work it out. It works perfect in all the disempowered areas. You might do just enough to get by, just enough to get there, right? That's kind of like I got in my car and drove just enough to make it to work. I don't even know what that even means. Did you get to work or not? I cooked just enough for the children. Does that mean they right on the edge of hunger and full? So when I looked at that, Brother Dale, and I rolled it around in my mind, it sounded odd. And I'm telling you, the way my mind processes information, if something sounds odd, I will look at it like, that don't even sound right. Something in my spirit don't even rest well when I hear certain phrases come out of people's mouths. I'm like, and I want to say, Brother Daryl, and this is me, Sister Brandy, this is me all day. And I had to learn to control it a lot better. I'll be like, I hear people say things, I'm like, that's stupid as all get out, that's dumb. Like, that's dumb. And I will say that. I used to just say it out my mouth. Now I just think it, right? I'm like, that is dumb as two rocks rubbed together. I used to say that. But now, I've learned a little more refined where I don't say it outright to somebody when they're doing something completely ridiculous like that. I'll just think it real good, then try to find a way to say something that might help them, go a different direction. But this is one of them, just enough. So I went to the Bible on this one, Brother Daryl, Sister Brandy, and here's something out of Revelations, right? This is revelatory right here. And it's Revelations 3:15 and 16, right? And I'll do 17 too, but I want to show you this. It says, I know your deeds, that you are neither cold nor hot. I wish you were either one or the other. 16 says, so because you are lukewarm, neither hot nor cold, I am about to spit you out my mouth. This is the Lord talking, right? He said, you say, I am rich, I have acquired wealth, I do not need a thing, but you do not realize that you are wretched, pitiful, poor, blind, and naked. See, this is just enough mentality. Just enough. You're not hot, you're not cold, you lukewarm. Well, brothers and sisters, we can't be lukewarm in our understanding. We can't be lukewarm in our actions, lukewarm in our desires, because you'll get lukewarm results. See, it's not a big disconnect when we are going after things and we just kind of get there, get some kind of results, and you wonder why your business is not taking off, why your lifestyle is not improving, maybe why your relationship is not really growing and expanding. This is not what I thought. The reason why 99% of the time that stuff is happening is because you're doing just enough to keep your spouse. Ooh, hello somebody. That's a whole different conference call line right there, Brother Daryl. That's like real brothers talk stuff right there. You're doing just enough to stay on the team in your network marketing business. Sister Brandy, we bake just enough cakes to sell at the event. But see, real faith, brothers and sisters, I'm going to tell you, real faith is, if you got faith, I'm going to see you not doing just enough. If you really believe that you're the one, if you really believe you got the skills, the gifts, the talents, the ability to do what it is you said you wanted to do, go all in like you said you wanted to go, if you really believe that and you had the faith of that belief, you would show that by your actions. You wouldn't do just enough. You go well above and beyond the call of duty. You go super mega ultra hot. You say, oh my, when people see you like, man, y'all really, like I can tell y'all in love. Why? Because I don't do just enough. I mean, you can, I guess, just hold your wife's hand or just hold your husband's hand. You can just do that. But I don't want to see just enough in your relationship. I don't want to see just enough in your business. I don't do just enough with your children. If you want your children to be hot, you want them to be something, be about something in life, you can't do just enough. You got to go well beyond just enough. You got to go exceptional, extraordinary. You got to go phenomenal. There's some words you got to add to your lexicon, brothers and sisters, to your general conversation that are power words. Most people, when they talk in disempowerment language. They speak a language of disempowerment. It's lack, limitation, and lackluster conversation. So, It's better for you to be hot or cold, but be not lukewarm. Because on the back end of all that lukewarm, right? On the back end of all that lukewarm, watch, I'm going to say, here's what it says: wretchedness, pitifulness, poverty, blindness, and nakedness. I am Rodney Assad Muhammad, your courage coach. Remember, no matter what else you do in life, you must always cultivate the courage to roar and go all the way in. That's like jumping in the pool with one leg. You a dummy, and you ain't gonna get wet. All right, brothers and sisters, peace.
We playing with this microphone. Let me get my finger off the button. Let me get my finger off the button. Thank you very much, Courage Coach. As always, a powerful, powerful message, brothers and sisters. You need to go back and listen to that again. Go back and listen to that again, brothers and sisters. There's nuggets. There's nuggets in there for you. That's why you came. What you come here for? Why the Koreans come here? Why the Asians come here? They come here, they're looking for something. So when you come here, you need to look for something. As Brother Rodney Assad, the Courage Coach, said, we do have our membership coordinator with us, traveling 87 miles to be with you, brothers and sisters. No excuses. We don't do excuses here at BWE. We don't buy them, so don't sell them. So she's here, brothers and sisters, after being on the road for 80-some-odd miles. So what we want to do is want to bring her on. She has a special message for the sisters on why just enough doesn't work. Sister Brandy, take it away.
Yes, sir. Well, I just want to give the greetings to everybody. Once again, assalamu alaikum. I am your membership coordinator, Sister Brandy Muhammad. I'm praying all is well. So officially, I just came back from visiting an awesome sister from, one second, Pennsylvania. And me and my youngest daughter, Brad Baker 3, went, and another sister. Let me tell you, enough is not enough. Because when you are a sister in the mosque, out the mosque, in a church, community, organization, make time for yourself. Listen, I made time for myself with my daughter, and we still had a great time. I'm telling you, every month we're going somewhere because I, Sister Brandy Muhammad, will not be stagnant. Okay? Brother Craig, I'm not going to be stagnant. Sister Brad Baker 1, 2, or 3 will not be stagnant. We are going places. Listen, and for my sisters who I'm speaking to at this present second, make sure that you get up and go. There's this quick story I heard a little while ago. Sister said there was a dog. The dog was sitting on the porch. You probably heard the story before. If you didn't, great. Just listen to it. If you have, appease me. Okay, the dog was sitting on the porch, right? And the dog was sitting on a nail. And the dog kept whining. And the people kept coming like, what's wrong with the dog? Why the dog keep whining? And then the owner says, the dog ain't tired. The dog ain't tired of hearing, is not tired enough to get off that nail. The message I'm giving to you today, don't get so complacent in your house, in your family, wherever you may be, and don't get off that daggone nail. All right? And that could be related to home. That could be related to your business. That could be related to your relationships. Whatever. Don't be that daggone dog sitting on that nail whining. Get up and do something. I'm telling you, I'm going. We're going places. Listen here. We got a mission every month. I've decided since we came back from Sedona, every month we're going somewhere because I'm tired of sitting on that nail. As Brother Rodney ends like he do, I'm Sister Brandy Muhammad, your membership coordinator. We love y'all. Have a great evening. And inshallah, we will see you again soon. Oh, wait, real quick. Brad Baker 3. Peace. There she is. Tell you tomorrow, sister. All right, we out.
All right. Thank you, Sister Brandy. Thank you very much. Special message from us sisters for the sisters. Make time for yourself. Our sisters give up so much. And they see they're more inclined to not being subjected to just enough, right? Because they're always giving. They got children pulling on them. They got, having to take care of themselves, being single mothers and all this other kind of stuff. Brothers and sisters, we're at the end of our program, but we want to bring you one final message on the topic tonight. Why just enough doesn't work. It doesn't work because it's not sound. It doesn't work because it's not principled. It doesn't work because it's not mathematical. It doesn't work because it's rooted in laziness. It doesn't work because it's rooted in lack. It doesn't work because it's rooted in poverty. It doesn't work because it's rooted in limitness. Limiting yourself. It's just enough, or I'm good. You can phrase it whatever way you want to. Is if you're not pursuing and perfecting the potential that's inside of you, then you're shooting by default. You know, that's why most people, Courage Coach and Sister Brandy, their lifestyle is dictated by their income because they have a just enough mentality. Release that, it's all in the mind. Nobody's stopping you. When you release that just enough mentality of the possibilities that you have, your potential, when you think of abundance, lessness, sisters, what you do is you design your life on a piece of paper, what you want it to look like, and how much resources, money, time, energy, and spirit is required to live that kind of lifestyle. And now you go after that. You go after what's required to live that lifestyle. But even in that pursuit, you never want to think of, oh, so that's about $500,000. That's about $100,000 a year. That'll be enough. The problem with the just enough mentality, or I'm good, you know, I'm not starving, I got clothes on my back. See, what we got to understand, brothers, so that's just the minimum. The minimum standard of living is not to be homeless, is not to be naked, is not to be hungry. That shouldn't be what you and I should be shooting for. That's the minimum that's required to live a healthy life. To live a healthy life. Just enough does not work because it's a guessing game. What is just enough? Courage Coach asked that a few minutes. What is that? How much is just enough? For a homeless person, just enough is, I don't know, $20 a day. But what is just enough? How much is that? You know, brothers and sisters, just enough, the mentality of just enough is the poor and middle class mentality. So if we're thinking just enough, meaning you're putting limits on things, then that's the poor and middle class mentality. This is Black Wealth Empowerment. This is Black Wealth Empowerment, brothers and sisters. This is where it starts, right here in the mind. You got a wealthy mind, then your hands will do the work that wealthy people do. Just enough is a losing proposition. See what it is, Courage Coach and Sister Brandy, we think just enough is playing it safe. Because see, if I try to go for abundance, if I try to live my potential, that means I'll have to invest in myself. I'll have to invest time, energy, and money. And it's not guaranteed. It's not guaranteed. That's risky. But I'm here to tell you, brothers and sisters, the environment has changed in America. See, environments change in America, and unless it manifests and materializes, you don't see it. Only those who are looking can see it. But the rest of us who are not looking, who have just enough mentality, we have to wait until unemployment knocks on your door. Then you know it's an unemployment problem. Then it's worthy of your attention. Then it's worthy of you doing something. That's because you have just enough mentality. But it's a losing proposition. That's the mentality of the poor and the middle class. They want just enough. But how do you know what just enough is? You really don't. It's a guessing game. Playing the just enough game is a guessing game. It's a game of chance, brothers and sisters, and we learn in the nation we don't play games of chances. You know what I'm saying? We don't play games of chance. It has to be mathematically sound. It has to be based on facts. It has to be based on facts, brothers and sisters. The reason why just enough doesn't work because you're assuming that all the factors in life are predictable. You're assuming that everything is fixed in life. And here are we in our 20s and 30s and 40s. Even if you're a teenager, you should know by now, brothers and sisters, there's nothing fixed in life. There is no guarantees in life. You cannot force guarantee in life. You can't force it. because it's not designed to give you a guarantee. Only guarantee that is given to you when you're born is guaranteed that you're going to die. Everything in between is not guaranteed. It's a losing proposition because you don't know the variables in life that are not guaranteed, that you can't factor in, that you can't sit down and put on a piece of paper that is going to happen. You don't know if you're going to get sick, right? You don't know if you're going to get sick and the medical insurance you have ain't worth a skip, that you have to come out your pocket to get treatment, and you don't have any money saved up because you're shooting for just enough for the known variables. But it's the unknown factors in life. It's the unexpected issues in life that throws people off. That's why wealthy people, brothers and sisters, have a mentality of abundance. Why they have so much money? Because they're prepared. They're trying to be as prepared as possible for unexpected circumstances. You don't know what the insurance industry is going to do in the future. So how you betting, oh, I'll have insurance, or I'll have Medicaid, I'll have Medicare. You don't know what the government's going to have to do to try to balance their budget in the next couple of years. You don't know where they're cutting the budget at, right? You get sick. There's death. That's a loss of income for somebody. It's a loss of income, not just burying them, but a loss of income. All right? But you living on just enough, that assuming that if nothing changes. But there's only thing that's constant is change, brothers and sisters. That's why just enough doesn't work. Playing it safe is the new risky. Playing it safe is the new risky, brothers and sisters. And it's not unethical to want to live in your potential. God put your potential in. He the one that gave you your potential. How do you know what it is if you don't pursue it? How do you know what your value in the marketplace is if you're shooting for just enough? You don't. So they ask the question, would a man rob God? We robbing God every day by not living up to our potential. Trying to be satisfied and trying to calculate just enough. Just enough. You always come short when you're shooting for just enough. You lose your job, interruption of income. So there you go. Unexpected circumstances in life. Do you know just enough can't solve that? Just enough can't solve if you get sick and need money for your medicine, because the insurance company only gonna cover 80%. Just enough doesn't cover if you get a divorce and you have to split half of whatever you have and hope you have something. But if you have nothing, then you're going to lose an income in most cases. So what are you going to do about that? Now you got to downsize your life. Right? You're either worthy of a lifestyle or you're not. But you have to downsize your life because of divorce, interruption of income, sickness, or death. Brothers and sisters, give up the just enough mentality. You know why? Because it ain't enough. It ain't enough in life. The Courage Coach already told you what just enough was enough for. Poverty won't nakedness and out of doors. And doesn't that look familiar in the black community? Why? Because too many of us who have more to get, more to have, more to acquire, so we can even help other people, are settling for just enough. So brothers and sisters, from this day forward, no matter how much you think you're going over and above, go a little bit further. See what your human potential is. See how much of God you can, inside of you, that you can bring out and show the world. That's what we're trying to do here at Black Wealth Empowerment. That's what we're doing here. We're bringing out the best in the Courage Coach, Sister Brandy, and ourselves by this broadcast, and at 89 pressing towards 100. Join us, brothers and sisters, for the next 11 broadcasts, because they're going to be life-changing even more than they've been for the past 89 broadcasts. That's our message for today. We're right on time. Thank you for being here, brothers and sisters. Thank you to the Courage Coach for being here, Sister Brandy. Let's go give some final words. And brothers and sisters, participate in the private, elusive, exclusive Facebook page. You see stuff that's popping up on your live stream that's positive, that's under the theme of Black Wealth Empowerment, not who got shot yesterday, right? Not, the white man is the devil. We already know that. We need some new information that's going to empower us, right? You don't keep on regurgitating the old information. You need new information that will empower us so we can empower our people in our community. So let's swing it over to Sister Brandy. You go first with closing words, the Courage Coach, and then I'll say farewell.
Yes, sir. Thank you again, Brother Rodney and Brother Darrell. Thank you, members, for participating in the Black Wealth Empowerment. Thank you for the replay viewers. Thanks, everybody, for being engaged and once again taking those nuggets, taking them to heart, and passing them and sharing it. We are the Black Wealth Empowerment Team, and we're glad that you are with us this evening. May God continue to bless you, and if it be His will, we'll see you next Sunday, same time, same place. Peace.
All right, brother.
All right, Courage Coach.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I was going to build off that. Yes. Thank you, Sister Brandy, for being able to join us. But you probably drove extra fast too. But thank you all for joining us, brothers and sisters. Those of you that were on the live broadcast, those of you who watched the replay, thank you, thank you, thank you. We do this for you all. If you weren't watching, there'd be no reason for us to do this. We'd just be talking to ourselves and then watching it ourselves, and that's no benefit to anybody else. So thank you. We pray that something that we said tonight caused you to look at things a little differently. Maybe look at something you're doing right now, and that will probably prompt you to do a little bit more, to go a little bit further, and go a little bit higher in whatever it is that you're doing right now. All right, so thank you again for joining us. I pray the rest of your evening is absolutely phenomenal, exceptional, and filled with just renewal, all right, to go after your dreams and aspirations. We got a powerhouse week coming in front of us, brothers and sisters. What you going to do different? I'm telling you, I'm still looking for people to get into the Facebook group and let me know what's really going on out there. He said, Brother Rodney, I took it to a new level this week. Oh, my goodness, I just went all in on that. I want to hear from you all this week. If I don't hear from you, you're going to hear from me. All right, so definitely make sure you do that in the Facebook group. Thank you, Brother Darrell. Thank you all for watching. Rodney Assad Muhammad. Peace. Back to you, Brother Darrell.
All right. Thank you very much, Courage Coach. Thank you very much, Sister Brandy. Thank you all for being here. Remember, brothers and sisters, in order for us to be black, wealthy, and empowered, the first thing we have to do is we have to be a conscious black consumer. Right? We have to be a conscious black consumer because we all are consumers for the most part. Right? No matter if you got to have a job, entrepreneur, or nothing. We are first primarily consumers. So the first thing we have to do to be black, wealthy, and empowered, we have to be a black conscious consumer. And how do you do that? You do that by patronizing black businesses. How do you do that? You do that by buying consumable products from black businesses. And here's the ones that I personally endorse, and I want to share them with you. TheAbleNetwork.com. TheAbleNetwork.com. Somebody watching it live, put that in the private, elusive, exclusive Facebook group. TheAbleNetwork.com. Black-owned and operated food distribution company. The purest food in the world has been tested for impurities and everything. Number 2, FreedomPaperCompany.com. FreedomPaperCompany.com. Spell it out. Black-owned paper distribution company, toilet paper, plastic bags, paper towels, you name it, brothers and sisters. If you're not putting your money where your mouth is, you playing. Go watch football. Preseason is going on right now. Just don't stop torturing yourself. Just go and watch TV and be entertained. All right? The last one is economicblueprint.com. Pay your black taxes. Put your money where your mouth is, because if not, you're not saying anything anyway. So put your money where your mouth is. That's the language of America. Thank you for being here, brothers and sisters. My name is Darrell Muhammad. As always, we'll see you at the top, not from the top, because you, your family, but most importantly, our black community deserves your very best. Stay tuned next week, God willing, broadcast number 90 as we quickly approach 100. Thank you for being here, brothers and sisters. Share this live stream. Good night.